Alright guys, welcome back. We have to apparently tell another family how fucking stupid not only they are, but how stupid their dead relative is. Family of man, shot, killed while running from SLCPD on Memorial Day weekend, want officers involved to be put away. You two, this is Elsa, this is Freddy, they are the siblings of this person who was shot, and they are blaming the police for your brother pulling a gun, pointing it at someone. Then when the cops show up, he ran while he was reaching for the gun in his waistband, continually running when they were telling him to stop, and then they shot him dead. And you think that somehow he's in the wrong? What really bothers me most about this entire story is we get to the bottom of it. The mayor of Salt Lake City apologizes to the family. Stop fucking apologizing for criminal behavior. It's not acceptable. We shouldn't be apologizing because criminals are fucking dead. Okay, Salt Lake City, Utah. The family of a man shot by police as he ran away with a gun in his hand on Memorial Day weekend are calling for justice. Sounds like it was already served. The man, 22-year-old Bernardo who fucking cares, was shot by police around 2 a.m. on May 23rd in the parking lot of Granary Storage on 278 West 900 South. Bernardo's older brother and sister Freddie and Elsa spoke to the media Friday. Of course you did. Yeah, you want to go spout your dumbass opinions about your brother being dead when he's the one who made the choices that put him here. Those officers need to be put away for the rest of their lives because they took our baby brother. No, no, no. Your baby brother took his own life. He chose to go out there and do the things that he was doing. I'm gonna be honest. If when we watch the video, it looks like he was fucking wasted. The night he was killed, officers were called to an area after a man staying in a nearby hotel called 911 claiming he was threatened by a man with a gun. Body camera shows this douchebag take off. Once officers spot him, they call it several times, asking him to stop and to drop the gun. You can clearly see him running the whole time. He fell again, and they just started shooting, his brother Freddie said. You can hear one officer telling them to tase him, and they just start shooting, Elsa said. After the press conference, Salt Lake City Mayor Aaron Mendenhall, who's a fucking pansy little bitch, apologized to the family, saying the footage is genuinely disturbing and upsetting. It's disturbing and upsetting to watch someone who has just threatened another person's life run from the cops while attempting to pull out a gun for what we can only assume is to use it in retaliation. Governor Herbert called the police department to be thorough and swift in the review of the case. So, let's watch the video.
An update on the officer-involved critical incident
Skip
with a weapon.
for all this.
The caller stated that the male armed with a gun had pointed the...
Here we go. I will have to say this is a pretty intense shooting from the officer's perspective because they unload the fuck. They unload all kinds of lead onto this motherfucker. Now, when I first watched this, I was like, oh, this looks really bad. There was a corner here, there's a corner here, I think this is a door, there's a corner here, there's all these cars. Like, there's so many places for somebody to be hiding. And then when the cop gets up to this officer, he stops and kind of peeks around. I'm like, oh, good, he's thinking the same thing. Like, he stops, he starts making sure there isn't anything going on here, because I'm assuming this is the hotel. Smart, they're going to see the person right over here. There he is. Show me your hands. And he takes off running. So 2 commands were given before they initiated pursuit. There's another show me your hands. There's another show me your hands. The person you saw over here in the camera was another officer. Alright, so he flips a U. Going down the alley. I'm gonna go ahead and intervene for just a second and say that this guy that got shot, he's a little bitch. He just got outran by cops who are wearing an absolute shit ton of gear. Alright, here we go. Now, how many times did he say drop it? Now look, he stumbles again, rolls over, starts stumbling again. I think he's drunk. Maybe it's the wetness, but like, he keeps stumbling. Drop it, drop it. Now you're like, oh, they told him to drop it, and all he did was start running, but let's slow this down. Right? Let's do playback speed, and you'll see why they shot him. As he gets up to start running, look where his right hand starts reaching. Into his side. I don't know if he's pulling out a gun. Okay, now let's pull it back up to normal speed so you can see them light this dude up. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Reaches for his side. And they unload into him. I know, you guys in the comment section are all gonna fucking hate it that I'm laughing at it, but guess what? He was a threat to society, and I'm glad he's dead. And the family can go fucking suck a dick. Because he was gonna hurt somebody. And it's likely he would have went and hurt somebody again. He's probably a fucking looter, rioter, dumb piece of shit. And no one cares that he's dead except you and your dumb fucking family. They laid into this dude. That was so good. I thought at this point they had already shot him because the first time I watched any footage it was just like a little tiny clip. And I thought they had already opened up and that's why he was having such a hard time running. But nope. Guys, stop being fucking criminals. Don't go out and do stupid shit if you don't want to get fucking pumped full of lead. You dumb fucks. And don't be a family of someone who got pumped full of lead being like, oh, my baby brother. Me, 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 me. Your baby brother shouldn't have had a gun out fucking holding people up. Alright, there is another camera angle. I'm gonna go back to right here because you see, this is at the beginning of the chase, that red car. The hotel is off here to the left, so they just bent the corner of the hotel and started taking off with this way. So this is a few steps into the pursuit. So as soon as the pursuit happens from the second officer's body cam, he's telling him to drop it.
Drop it! He's southbound, southbound. He's got something in his pocket. Something in his pocket.
So they see him reaching for something in his pocket.
Eastbound down the alley, heading
And because he has been called in as having a gun and pointing at someone, they're going under the assumption that he has a firearm. So the other officer and the person are in front of this officer. So the one that was radioing in from the first angle is up here ahead of him.
He's got a gun in his pocket. He's reaching in his waistband.
Okay, so whether or not he actually had a gun, this is what the officers are thinking. They have had a call where someone has a gun, they see him reaching, they're going to assume that he has a gun. I don't see how that's unreasonable. Especially with how many shots they put into him. Like, he could have a gun, he could pull out and put just as many shots into an officer as they put into him.
Tase him, tase him, tase him.
Well, nope. We decided otherwise. And yeah, they kept shooting him while he was down. Do you know why? Because I and all of you watching are capable of laying on the ground and reaching into our pockets and pulling a gun out and shooting at someone. Just because you're laying down doesn't mean you lose that ability, you idiots. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I have to go ahead and ask you guys, don't subscribe, don't hit the like buttons and shit like that. Don't give YouTube a chance to monetize this channel or these videos. Alright, later.